Hey, what's going on, people? This is Mike from Griggs Auto Detailing. All right, here's the deal. A lot of people ask me, what's the difference between detailing and car washing? All right, before I go into a long, drawn out definition of detail car washing and blah, 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 let's just get down to some brass tacks here. Let's just look at the demo I'm about to do, and I'll give a little explanation about it, and then I'll pretty much wrap up this confusion once and for all. All right. The car that we're looking at a 2010 Mitsubishi Lancer. It's a GTS. It's not an Evo, but I kind of like it. It's one of my babies. Why? You know, navigation in there, of course. You know, even though you can get that in Evo. Also, gas mileage. It gives you a little bit of pickup, a little bit of pep. You can put an intake in here. You can still get about 180 horsepower, and to save you a little money as opposed to getting a rally art where your gas mileage is going to be a little less. So you get a little more, especially if you're a commuter like myself. And saving a couple $1,000s is also a pretty good deal. Well, anyway, 2010 Mitsubishi Lancer GTS. Okay, now, difference between detailing and car washing. I don't know if you guys have actually been able to look at the car, but if you notice the passenger side of the car, right? I have one side that's wiped and it looks kind of shiny, and I have another side that hasn't been wiped. Now, here's the thing. I haven't detailed the car and done anything to it. The car has been detailed numerous times. That's why, if you notice the back, I just took a rag and wiped off the dirt. Here's the thing. In the DC area, we had a killer snowstorm. Actually, pretty much East Coast. Killer snowstorm. We had in a lot of places close to 3 feet. So we're talking about 3 feet of snow plus traveling through the streets, plus gravel, plus salt, plus sand, plus kitty litter. You know, people use a lot of stuff to try to navigate through the streets. But with that said, let's look over at the front end of the car. The front end of the vehicle, or this front door, haven't wiped. I haven't done anything to it. But you can still see all the dirt, all the debris, all the salt, all the residue still on the panel. If we just slide over here to the back, it has a little bit of a shine to it. It actually has a outstanding shine to it. Have I detailed it? No. Because as you can see, if we look up close, we can still see dust and stuff like that. So I just kind of just took a rag to it, like so. I just wipe off the dirt. Now, panel shining. So, some people might say, well, what is the difference? You know, you haven't said it. Well, let me explain it. This is where I get into my partial lecture. The difference is this. If you go through a car wash constantly, if you have a snowstorm, the thing is you would never be able to take a rag and just wipe all that debris off. Never. Because what happens is that debris in that car wash wipes off what's called surface dirt. It takes the dirt off the car and it's like, oh wow, boom. The car looks clean, you know, to the average person, and then they go about their business. But detailing, what happens is that you actually protect the paint. It's like Scotch Guard, if you will, for a carpet or a garment. So what happens is that once you detail a car properly, you're Scotch guarding it. So you're protecting it from the debris, from the dirt, from all the residue that you get from, you know, daily commuting, driving, so forth and so on. And so even after a blizzard, you still get a shine without actually having to detail the car again. All I did was take a rag and wipe it off. So now, let's see it live. I have the other panel. I haven't done anything yet to it, and I'm going to wipe it down. Just pan out. Now I only wipe the piece of the door so you can kind of see the difference between wiped, unwiped, detailed, undetailed. Now, thing is, I actually have an undetailed car behind me, but I'm not in my place of business, so I can't be out here just detailing other people's cars without permission. It's kind of a no go in a lot of places. And I wish I could just for the sake of the video, but I'm not because you know I don't want any trouble. But anyway, if you can look at the bottom where I haven't wiped, you can still see the dirt, the debris, all the grime that I accumulated through my daily travels. If we pan back up here, taking a rag, just wiped the car, and it almost looks like it's been detailed. I mean, to the naked eye. I mean, I can still see, swirl marks and things like that. I can still see, where I used my rag and wiped it down. And of course, I would use my product to bring this shine up and to make it official. But for this purpose, I wanted to just give you that. Now, here, I'm feeling it and I'm rubbing my hand across the paint. Thing is, I know in the video you can't feel what I'm feeling. So let me tell you, I'm feeling the paint, and the paint is smooth. Now, when you fill your car and you're gonna go outside and do this, even after you wash it, right? Notice sometimes even if you wash it, especially with the older car, even some newer cars, depending upon how well it was kept up, you'll still feel a little bit of a roughness or a little bit of a slight bumpiness, if you will, on the paint, because that's still that debris and all that, all the tar and all the other chemicals from the road and life that are still left on the vehicle even after a car wash. And so, what have we learned? Well, main difference is that car wash gets all the surface dirt off, and it makes the car look pretty shiny, but it's not clean, it's not detailed. So it's like anything. It's like Scotch Guard. Detailing a Scotch Guard for your car. It makes sure that it takes off all of the surface dirt and all the built-in dirt on the car. And so if you get it detailed properly, the next time your car gets extremely dirty, you're able to just take a rag, wipe off all the surface dirt, and then come to me and get your car detailed and make sure that it's looking right for the road. So let's pan out real quick so you can see. Got the back panel of the car. Just took a little rag to it. Nothing special. Wiped off the dirt. I did the same thing here. Front panel. I wiped off the top part of the door. If we scroll down to the bottom, we can still see the dirt that I intentionally left there, so you can see the difference. Okay? Hey, look. If you care about your investment, get your car detailed. There's nothing wrong with car washes. It's cool, for the meantime. It's like anything. You can get your car washed, get the surface dirt off. That's the purpose of it. That's cool. But if you want to protect your investment and make sure that you can keep the appearance of your car looking good, keep the function of your paint looking well, make sure you're not getting a whole lot of scratches and things on your car. So if you're leasing, or if you're just an audio enthusiast like myself, get your car detailed. Alright, look, this is Mike Griggs from Griggs Auto Detail. I'm signing off. I feel like I spoke a little too much, but I just wanted to hammer this point home. Detailing is where it's at. Peace. Oh yeah, protect your investment.